Behold the mystical owl, the sign of the ancient goddess Athena. Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with you. Well, welcome to Wednesday. It's Wiccan Wednesday, and I am just so glad to have all of you here today. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to get this video out earlier, but Psychic Bob has been slammed today with readings. I want to say thank you to all of you who have been coming out for private readings with me. You guys are the best. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Well, today we're going to talk about a mystical goddess, the goddess Athena. Goddess Athena is a powerful goddess. Many Wiccans invoke her. You know, a lot of people you'll hear today say in like a history class or Greek studies class, oh, well, the goddess used to be worshipped in ancient Greece. And that's certainly true. But the goddess is still worshipped today. In fact, let's look at some pictures of the goddess so you can get to know her. So as you can see, she's a mighty goddess. Goddess Athena was believed to be the patroness of the city of Athens in ancient Greece. She's often shown as a warrior, and I have a small statue of her here. Many times she's seen wearing the Greek helmet of the warriors. It's a little hard to see. My camera's not so good. But she carries in her hand a spear of power. And she wears long robes and oftentimes has a shield. And many people say that her shield has the picture of the Medusa on it sometimes to deflect evil and turn people to stone. And very, very powerful warrior goddess. Not only is she a protector, a warrior goddess, she's also known as the goddess of the arts and crafts and of wisdom. Goddess Athena is invoked by craftspeople, people who would make furniture or clothing. It's believed that she had a sense of style and knowledge of how to produce things, and she would inspire people, kind of like a muse goddess in a sense. The goddess Athena, though she has her powerful, violent side, she also has a gentle, kind side. In terms of her genealogy, she is the daughter of the god Zeus, and it's believed that Athena sprung from the forehead of Zeus in full battle armor. Supposedly he had a headache one day and he was rubbing his head and Athena popped forth. I love that. So Athena is kind of a self-generated goddess. She's also known as a virgin goddess. She never took a mate or married. And so she remained alone and defended the people of Athens. And really, she's a defender to anybody who calls upon her. Now, one of Athena's favorite symbols, if you want to say, what's her symbols? Well, one is the spear and the helmet, of course. But Athena has a special pet that she travels with, and that is the mystical owl. And let me show you here my owl pin. In fact, I'm wearing this today to honor the goddess Athena. And if you like working with the goddess Athena, you know, you might consider wearing owl jewelry because she had a mystical owl. It was kind of a messenger to her and a protector and a friend. And so the owl represents her ancient wisdom. She was considered a goddess of great wisdom. And in fact, many universities and schools, particularly in Europe, have pictures or statues of Athena as part of their school mascots. So, and a lot of times, you know, we associate the owl these days with scholarship, you know, the wise owl. And a lot of schools, when they give, you know, for example, like, you know, like awards and stuff, they'll have an owl on it. Well, that's all connected to Athena. Now, there's also an ancient scholarly lamp. Hold on a second. I want to bring a lamp to you and show you that. As I said, Athena, the goddess, is associated with wisdom, and many institutions of learning invoke her. I don't see as much Athena in America as I do in Europe, But in America, many academic institutions give awards that have a golden lamp on them, or the lamp is associated with scholarship. Well, this comes also from the ancient Greek and Roman traditions, because it was believed that at the temples of Athena, they would light golden lamps and set them before her shrine and before her image as a way to invoke her and to kind of like have the eternal flame of the goddess, the eternal light of knowledge and wisdom. And so these old oil lamps were set before her. Now, this tradition actually carried on into Rome, because in Rome there was the goddess, the solar goddess, who was known as the Vesta, goddess Vesta. And the Vestal virgins kept an eternal flame going to Vesta. But it was also believed that in the temple of the goddess Vesta, there was a back shrine to the goddess Athena, who was also called the goddess Minerva. Her Roman name is Minerva, but she's the same goddess. The Romans appropriated her from ancient Greece, and called her Minerva in their Roman name. And according to what I heard, the priestesses of Vesta also worshipped goddess Minerva, and they kept a golden lamp burning before her statue. Supposedly, there was a statue of the goddess Minerva, or goddess Athena, that fell from heaven. And it was kept in ancient Rome. It was an intact statue of the goddess. And it was a wooden statue. It was called the Paladin Athena, or the Paladin Minerva. And the Vestal priestesses were in charge of guarding that statue. And so an eternal flame and a golden lamp in Rome was also burnt to this goddess. So this goddess Minerva has a long history connected with protection, with knowledge, with wisdom. And I would invite you to explore her. Now, traditionally, they say that the colors of the goddess are purple and white. Supposedly, the original statues, she would wear purple robes. And so purple has come to be associated with her, as well as the color white. And I think the white is because she would also wear white robes from time to time. And gold is also associated with her, particularly gold for lamps or offerings of gold. So purple, white, gold, these are traditional colors associated with the goddess Athena or Minerva. And people say, well, which one is she? Well, you can call her either one, because really it's the same goddess. Now, there is a goddess in ancient Britain, a form of Brigid called Brigantia. And interestingly, many scholars think that Brigantia is actually a form of Minerva from when the Romans came to Britain. It's believed that the goddess Brigid was equated with the goddess Minerva at some point. And so they put up statues of Minerva, and the locals called it Brigantia, or the Romans may have called it Brigantia, but it was a way to integrate the goddesses. So Brigantia is the same, I believe, as Minerva, is the same as Athena. So this goes back to kind of our ancient saying that all goddesses are one goddess, really, you know. But if you want to work with this goddess, I would tell you that in my experience, she's very kind, very patient. I mean, she's a powerful goddess. You don't want to trifle with her, you know, unless she chuck her spear at you, which we hope not. But, you know, I'd say to set up a little shrine, just take a little statue or a picture of her. You could print out a picture right now and try to find a brass lamp, an oil lamp to set before her. Now, if you can't get a brass lamp, another option would be to get a candlestick, a brass candlestick, and just put a candle in it. You can burn really any kind of candle. I just happen to have a red candle in this today, but you know, if you're doing a protection spell and want her to be a guardian for you, red might be a good color. It's a powerful protection. Or you could burn a white candle or a purple candle, her colors, you know. But if you can't find one of these lamps, by the way, this is just if you want to buy one of these, you can actually put oil in it, put a wick in it. It will actually work as an oil lamp. You can buy these online. Just look up Aladdin's lamp, brass Aladdin lamp, and you'll find it. But if you can't find a lamp, you could probably more easily and quickly find a brass candlestick, and that would work for a lamp for Athena as well. You know, as I mentioned, her protector, her friend, her totem animal, was the owl. And another way to honor her is to collect owl statues. I've seen altars where people have a goddess of Athena, and then they'll have it surrounded by little owl statues. And you can also wear owl jewelry as a sign of your connection with the goddess. And you can call on the owl to take messages to the goddess. If you're out traveling, you say, Athena, I need you to be with me. I'm scared while I travel. Invoke the owl and say, Owl of Athena, go into the great goddess and bring my message. And your message may get there twice as quick. I've heard people say when they invoke the owl that the connection with the goddess really increases. So there's this option. Now, you don't have to spend a lot of money. This is actually a piece of costume jewelry. It's not that expensive. But I bought that online. Just look up, owl jewelry, and you'll find pendants. You can bracelets, pendants, whatever. I like pendants myself. I'm a pendant person. So I like to wear this pendant of the owl as a way to work with this wonderful goddess Athena. So anyways, guys, I wanted to bring that to you today to introduce you to the goddess Athena or Minerva. You can worship her in her Greek aspect or a Roman aspect. But I hope that this has given you some inspiration. You'll do further research on this great goddess, but I wanted to introduce you to her and hopefully give you a new path of magical workings. Well, listen, thank you for being here. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Vlog Thursday. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but just be here. We'll have some fun. And if you missed the last few days, we had some great videos. Yesterday, we had messages from the spirit world. We did a lot of amazing readings. A lot of spirit guides came through. So if you didn't see that, that's in the queue right before this one. And on Monday, we had a very powerful astrology video where we talked about the triple sun aspects of the week. So go check that out. We've got something every day of the week here at Spirit Channel, and I hope that you'll keep watching and follow along. Well, anyways, I wanted to share with you about the goddess Athena, and thank you for being here. Psychic Bob loves you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Vlog Thursday. And until then, may all of you always blessed be.